Slap it on, as the actress said to the bishop. Hey you, it's Tony for emodels.co.uk. Welcome to part 9 of the TAKOM 135th scale Chieftain Mark 10 build. I tell you what, that new job. Oh my word. Oh my word. They're trying. No, don't. Let's not talk about work stuff because we're in a happy place. We're in a happy place, I promise you. We are. Right then, in this episode, hang on, let me look at my list. I've just finished editing the rough cut together, which is now rendering. So I can come back and do the intro and the outro, and then I can slap this on the end of, the beginning and the end of the rough cut thing. It makes sense in my head. You let me worry about that. Right then, so in this episode, get back to business, Tony. We'll finish building up this rear plate here, including this part here, and the tiny little photo etch that's supposed to be around here somewhere that's bink, gone, disappeared. Lovely, why not? Yeah, I don't know where that went. It was definitely there when I started painting. I've knocked it off, being a... yeah, clumsy oaf, like it. No, you stop me nonsense. Right then, what we'll also do is have a look at splitting this side plate here, just so we can tweak it a little bit and have it a little bit misshapen, a little bit wonky and things like that when we start gluing all that stuff together towards the end. And that's the normal side skirt. So it's lovely and plain and boring as the kit intends, but this one, a little bit of a wonk. Just about make out down here, doesn't quite line up when we've added it on. Madness in the method. Hello? Lighting's just gone again. What else did we do? We start looking at the track pads and the track links, and hopefully you can just about make out on the worn and grubby side. Just bear in mind, if you've been following the build so far, I've decided, I think I'll get to this eventually, I've decided that this half of the Chieftain will be slightly weathered, just to lift the realism a little bit, not too much. This side will be plain and boring as the kit intends. Just to give you a couple of examples of how to do both. I've completely lost my train of thought. There we go, trap pads. So we've got a little bit of wear in the trap pads, which I still have to weather properly yet, I've just realised. Having a look at that. What's that? Fluff, how dare you. And we'll start looking at denubbing a gazillion track pads, not track pads, but the track links. I'll get the words out in a minute. It's been a long day, really long day. So sit back, relax, enjoy, and watch me get some more stuff wrong. And they've done it again. Really flimsy handle there, and they put a massive great big nub on it. So that's going to take a little bit of careful trimmage. More than likely going to do that with that little blade thing, the Tamiya blade. Might even do it down here as well, because I've got a feeling they're going to bend or something like that. But we've also got how this thing assembles. You've got the tiny little eyelet things, wherever they've gone, these things. These tiny little things here that I think attach, no, beg pardon, it's on the inside there, and you get this little bar that goes across in between them. I've misplaced it. It was there a second ago. There he is. Look at that. That's ridiculous gating again. So it's very possible I may well end up breaking that. I'm definitely not going to be able to trim it and sand it and things like that, so I might even replace that with some styrene rod. Because I have some styrene rod. Because why not? So we'll see how it goes first. See how it goes. Very carefully, very slowly. Let the blade do the work. Let the blade do the work. It's almost like two thin coats. Two thin coats. There we go. Let's through that bit. I'll zoom out a bit. Here we go. Oh. Let's come up here. Then zoom in. Here we go. Now I can get my head round. You'd think I'd have figured this out by now. I've only been filming for 2 years with this setup. You would think I would realise this. Let's just slowly let the blade do the work. Two thin coats. There we go. Is that done? I'm actually going to leave that on. That one. I can trim that one. Is this called a gun rest? I can't remember. I know. My knowledge of the anatomy of a tank is virtually non-existent. So why am I doing it this way? Well, don't forget, I'm trying to sell you these things as well. Yeah, you are watching the shopping channel. People forget this. I forget this. You know, I'm supposed to be talking you through the build using products that eModels sell. Available from emodels.co.uk. Tamiya razor saws. Auto etched. You need these. They're so handy. I'll show you why you need these. Very, very soon. Very, very soon. They're going to come in very, very handy for a little bit of converting work that we're going to do. Yeah, we're going to do something went crack then. Why did you go crack? Yeah, that's fine. Nothing fell off. We're okay. We're okay. So, very gentle squeeze. Snip. There we go. Done. That's off. I can stop worrying now. Right. So I'm going to clean that up off camera so I can get my head underneath all this bit and, well, actually swing you. Oh, that's just my knees. Right out the way like that, so I can actually get my head in and see what I'm doing. Let's get some proper lighting in. It's gone very dark in here all of a sudden. I'm wondering if my main light's blown. No, I'm just not going to switch it on. That would help. Ooh, did you see that then? Oh. Yeah, I know. The boy's gone mad. That's fine. That's fine. Gently does it. 2 thin coats. Helps have a show you, doesn't it? Right, so that's one. Lovely. Right. This is going to go ping. I don't think I've got a crocodile clip small enough to grab hold of that before it just go ping. Ping! Like that. Just like that. Ping! Where'd that go? There it is. I find it. Yay! Yay! That worked. Right, slide you off there. Grab it very, very carefully in a crocodile clip. Very, very, very gently indeed. Oh, let's clean that. Swipe that on the trousers. Give it a clean. You probably saw that from the time lapse when I was doing the wheels. I was wiping all the dust off on my t-shirt and then my hoodie. My Lolfox hoodie. Yay! I think there's only about 3 of us in the country have that. And I'm 2 of them. It's pretty much close enough. A little bit more there. Turns out, as well, I was talking to one of the guys at work. Comes walking over. Hey, you doing any more models? I was like, yeah, actually I am. There you go. I've got a couple of photographs of my Chieftain. It turns out he used to drive one. Didn't drive this variant with the pretty colour scheme. He used to drive the I think he said it was a Mark 5. I'm sure he said Mark 5. I'll also ask him. But it's one that did all the dirty work in the fields. Now then, this is either going to be spectacularly successful or it's going to go spectacularly wrong. I'm leaning towards the second one. So I've already placed this tiny little thing. There we go, this little hinge. Let me place the first one in the middle. Not in the middle at all. This piece, what's this piece? This back box thing. I'm going to place that one there. I probably zoomed in a little bit too close. Because yeah, it's me, why not? Let's go out a tiny bit, there we go. Right, so this little piece right here, because I know for a fact, if I try and build this as the instructions recommend, I'm going to lose something on the floor. It's going to go ping and fly off somewhere. So I'd rather get most of it tacked on. Ooh, that's close. Now, if by any chance you don't get to see this clip, this went wrong. Like it's starting to now. Yeah, knew I would. I knew I'd drop that. That's fine. That's fine. Let's get that piece in there, that piece in there. Gluage hasn't set yet, so it's fine. I'm going to try get a piece in there. Now if I was trying to do this, because I've actually got that box to hold on to, if I was trying to do this in mid-air, like the kit wants me to, that would definitely go wrong. I think. Right, tell you what. That's fine, that's fine. It's okay. It's alright. Just blend that all back in. Like so. I'm going to let that dry completely. With this in place. Let all that dry completely. Glue all that in. It's okay. I have a plan. It's fine. It's going to be alright, lads. It's going to be okay. You can, of course, have this in travel position. It's that way up on the back of the vehicle at the moment. Flip it up. It's a little V shape. It's that way. You can then just bring it in. So it's like that on the back of the vehicle. Zoom out. Let people see what you're doing. There you go. Oh yeah, there you go. So it's going to be like that on the back of the vehicle. If you flip that up so it's standing here, you've then got travel lock for the barrel. You see? See? I vaguely remember that. I vaguely remember seeing Challengers transported like that on the back of a train, I think it was. Back in the day. But yeah, let's face it, you're not going to have it in travel lock. Why would you have it in travel lock? Ooh! Tamiya's M41 Bulldog, I think it is, had a moving travel lock on the back. Fantastic bit of engineering. One of the first kits I built, that one. I was fascinated by it. I'd swing it round, lock it up, lock the barrel in place. Brilliant. I'm going to end up losing that, so put that there. I'll come back to that in about an hour. Wherever it's gone, that piece. I'll come back to that in about an hour. Don't let you glue over. And we've got these little exhausts. Don't know why, but that's making me think of a Harrier. So that's not quite lining up. we'll take the skinny stick, just square that off a little bit. It's better. Now just nudge that. See, this is why you let this dry first. Yep. So, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's okay. It's going to be okay. Big top of glue there. We're going to rely on a bit of squishage as it gets in place, like so. Big top round the back. Little squish. Lovely. That's fine. And then drop that one off. So these are built up from the C-frame. Let's take care of that seam. See what was my profile? There we go. That's better. Let's get that crook and nanny there. Take care of that glue seam. Beautiful. So that's my skinny stick for that one. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. So there we go. Dollop on there. Get that a wiggle. Get the glue to bind. And whack it front and back. Just catch that seam, give it another wiggle. Like so. Lovely. That's okay. And then the tiniest little thing. It's insanely tiny. Great big nub marks on the back. Because why not? Ooh, you're going to be a tricky little thing, aren't you? So you can get some glue in there. And give that a squash. I'm inventing words again. Give that a squash. Right, put that down to dry. That's fine. And then, again, tiny little pieces with great big gate marks on. Snip. What's that one? Don't need that anymore. So that's that one. Where's the other one gone? I do have another one knocking about somewhere. I know for a fact I've got another one knocking about somewhere, which is just here. Just dropping it. Ching. Oh, excuse me. Do beg your pardon. Yeah, why not? You must be beastly, aren't you? Lovely. And these are for 2 track links eventually, which I'm not going to sort out just yet because I want to paint those separately. Get all the camouflagey stuff on this one. I'll add those as an afterthought. We do the snagging. Get in. Get in. Lovely. That's one. Where's it go? There you are. A little layer of glue in there. Drop that in place, like so. Lovely. Lovely jubbly. Right, we've got some photo etch to do as well. There is the tiniest of handles. Hello, where's my photo etch gone? There you go. Tiniest of handles. What we need to do, shoot you there. Right. Tiny handle. Where'd he gone? I lost that. TP24. TP24, it's that tiny little thing there. Tiny. Look how small this is. The size of that, it's tiny. I'm going to lose that. Definitely going to lose that. So, here's my knife. This is a little grab handle type thing for... Wow, that's tiny. For the phone box on the back. I'm going to end up snapping that off, I can see it. And then we've got tiny photo etch piece, which is TP9, which is this fella here. Which goes right there. That bit. Before I do that, I have a little bit of sanding to do on the back. Oh my god, that's small. So that's that. You'll do until I find some. Don't let me put my elbow in that. Right, so. Don't glue there. Teach me needle. Oh, hello. There are things being dropped in the bedroom next door. She's more likely my mum burning herself again with her hair straighteners. Yeah, she tends to do that. So that's that, and then the duck bill goes down. Oh, don't drop it. Duck bill goes down. Cooperate. Cooperate. No, don't fall over. Did I mention I hate photo etch? Got it. Right. Whack it. Whack it off camera. Like so. Hopefully that took. It doesn't fall off. Lovely. Right. And now I've got to take the tiniest little piece in the world. This is going to be fun. I'll attach it onto there. Yeah, I think this is going to fall off at some point. That is ridiculously small. Ah well, that fell over. Nope, you're going to fall over. Stop falling over. Whack it quick, whack it quick, whack it quick. There we go. That smell is very familiar and I can't place it. There we go, that's not falling over anymore. Right, didn't quite line up, but I don't care. It's on. This photo actually supposed to be that much fun. It's bonkers. Right, if I can stay off there now, I think that's done. So I can stay over there, completely off to the side, doing its thing. Right then, coming on to the rear glasses itself. If you make that out, there's a tiny little lip just there. Focus on me, darling. Probably see the shadow there. There's a tiny little lip. Don't be tempted, like I almost was. You'll see a slight bevel just there, roughly a third of the way in. That bevel actually lines up with that edge to give you a slight camber on these towing guys, like so. So don't be tempted to go hacking away at it, like I almost was. Otherwise we might be in trouble a little bit later on when you try and fit it. But there is a slight camber to it, so do be careful of that. I'm going to glue from the back edge, like we did earlier, and hopefully that's going to line up nicely, like so. He says working off camera. Brilliant, why not? Spoon. You're a spoon. Lovely. I'm just going to run some very quickly along the edges. Just take care of any squish. Should just be able to make out a little bit of beading in that corner there. That's fine. Whilst it's still wet, just run your brush along it a couple of times. And it does smooth out. So it's not a massive problem. Slow down, take your time. Don't panic, it's fine. There's a tiny little bit in that corner there as well. Focus on me, not the grid. Focus on me, not the grid. There you go, right in that bottom corner. Just there. Run a quick bead down and it'll level out. Gone. Liking that. Ooh, that's what I didn't do. I didn't put the tiniest little pipe in the world on the side of that box. Get in there, you big furry wolf. Lovely, done. Right. Stop your faffery. Right then, C45. we'll go here. Get my way round. C45 will go here. Ooh, look at that. I like that. That little angle lines up with the plate. I'm liking that. So I'm gonna grab a tiny little bit there, and then again glue for the back edge, just to catch it. Lovely. Yeah, that grabbed. Beautiful. Tiny little bit underneath the bracket there. Glue for the back edge again. Beautiful. There we go. Alright, got it. Lovely. Okay. So that's them. And then hold your horses, lad. Hold your horses. That's to the floor. Right. That way round. That way round. Being careful not to knock in that photo etch. Like so. That's how that will go. Now then. Now then. Where's my colour chart then? Colour chart. Here's the colour chart. Now I do know some of these squares. I've been made aware of it by a couple of people now. Some of these squares don't quite line up. If we look at, where was it? This section here. Got this nice big L shape on the brown. If you look just this side of the main weapon, if you look at the front edge, it doesn't quite line up. Similarly, we've got this cutaway here, which isn't on this area. So we're going to have to do some research on the actual squareage. If that's even a word. Is that a word? There we go, there's another example. Nice big brown, oh hang on, getting focus, shot even. Nice big brown swathe here. But then we've got this white plate, which should be, zoom out. We should be here-ish, by the look of it. So we're going to have to take a quick look around and see what's what. Now, going off what I can see here, I'm actually going to leave these two separate for the time being, just so I can do all the masking on the rear plate, which is this bit, on the rear plate, and on the exhaust box, so we can take care of all that. Lovely. Right, so leave those off separate for now. See, we're planning. What I'm going to do is, while I've got that off, I'm going to attach that to the lower hull. Or should I? Should I leave that separate till... Ooh, decisions. Decisions. That is quite an awkward joint, that. I've got a little bit of splayage. Just get yourself sorted out. Oh, hello. You're going to be bothersome, aren't you? Get in. Stop being silly, love. There we go. There we go. Here we go. Oh, look at that. That's quite a nice little gap. It's quite a nice little gap. But, nice little gap will be hidden by... Yes, I forgot. It's fine, it's fine. I've forgotten about that. We've got the rear fender boxes. It's fine, yeah, that's okay. Right, it's alright, I know what I'm doing now. Honest. Yeah. Okay. Right. So if we look at this side skirt, you've got the same problem again when you clip away from the frame. You've got these silly little nub things in the way, which I've got to be honest, yeah, as annoyingly enthusiastic as I can be, and I can be, yeah, it's one of my pluses and, you know, pros and cons of my personality. I can be annoyingly enthusiastic. Right, so I'll take care of them properly in a moment. Line all this up here, like so. Beautiful. Okay. Boring as hell. Boring as hell. So, what we're going to do is, bearing in mind we've got the storage box on this side that we did the boring as hell version, where it's like just glued as the kit recommends. If I flip this over onto this side, we've got the storage box where I split the centre so we can have the the flaps that didn't quite line up. So that's the boring as hell side. As I say, for what I can imagine, if we look at this diagram here as an example, we've got panel line there, where you can lift this flap up to expose these two wheels. You've got another panel line there, bear in mind we've still got one there, where you can lift this one up so you can work on these two wheels. And that one there, where you can lift up, work on these two wheels, and then obviously you've got this one here where you can lift that flap up, work on these two wheels. That's what's going on in my brain. Probably wrong, but to me that would make sense. You know, you've got these little areas where you can either lift the flap up or take the flap away completely so you can work on that particular wheel set. So, using our thing that I've put down somewhere, there we go, to prevent it being boring as hell, which may well be problematic from the look of it, because we've got we've got these little things where oh, these plans work in my head. Do these line up? Oh, remind me, I've still got to stick that in yet. Still got to do that side. These little placement rods. Right, so no, that's fine. I can go through that. I can go through them. That's fine. All I have to do is trim these off where it all lines up, so I can go through it. Yeah, that's fine. I can live with that. Just make it look a little bit more. Yeah, things don't quite line up. Things never quite line up in real life. I don't quite line up in real life. So I'll trim that one off, show you. Trim that one down, like so. I'll trim that one down, like so. That's fine. I'll tidy those up properly off camera. It's literally a case of running the skinny stick over the top. That's fine. So if I unclutter the background, declutter, unclutter, potato, shift you guys, and then, yeah, I know, be brave, let the blade do the work, 2 thin coats, etc, etc. Just come back here a little bit so I can get a decent angle. stop wobbling. Zoom you in. There you go. You know, it's about 40 of you screaming at me right now. What are you doing? Trust me. Yep, true story. My grandma always used to say, never trust anyone who says trust me. For the most part, she was true. She was right. It was true. But trust me. Trust me. It's fine. Be brave. And of course, there is absolutely nothing anywhere in this video that says you must do this to your kit. This is something I want to do. Bear in mind, I am trying to sell you this razor saw at the same time. This is completely my choice. You do not have to do this to your kit. Think of this as well as a little technique that you might be able to use in any armour build, just to lift the realism a little bit. We're almost there, I can feel it. Do take your time. Oh, excuse me. So again, nothing saying anywhere you must do this. You don't have to do this. This is just something I want to try. These blades, of course, are available on the website. There we go, through. So it does take a little bit of work. Take your time with it. That's that one, that's that one. Lovely clean edges, beautiful stuff. So that's one way of cutting through a piece of plastic. Cutting through, yeah, as you do. Sort like a Mancunian. This thing. Let's see how this works. So, panel line scriber. Ooh. Now, I'm dropping everything everywhere. Panel line scriber. I'll move a little bit further in to the thing now. Let's go on this side. It's literally just touch it into panel line and draw yourself across. And doing it this way will take quite a while, so it's possible you might see some time lapse at some point, but you get this tiny little bead of plastic coming off. It just deepens the groove a little bit, so it's possible I might do this on the other skirt track. Skirt track? What the hell's a skirt track? Just to give the groove a little bit more definition. Again, take your time. Yeah, no rush. He says rushing. Woo, steady. See, if you rush, that's the kind of thing that happens. Take your time. As you see on the thinner edges, we're actually coming quite close to breaking through. That is quite a deep groove now. Alright, doubt you'll be able to make it out, but that looks a lot more realistic than the panel line they give you to start off with. So just by doing that, you know, we can lift the I'll actually do that on the boring plate, just to lift the detail a little bit. That's definitely a more obvious panel line. So again, available from emodels.co.uk. Lovely. So I'm doing my job and everything here, selling you things. Oh, almost there. What do you do tonight, love? I'll watch the silly Mancunian cut through a bit of plastic for about 3 days. Yeah, I can see it now. Ooh, progress. I felt like it went through. There we go. Almost there. Almost there. Don't get giddy like I'm doing. Slow down. Take your time. 2 thin coats. There we go. Break through. Lovely. Right. So clean those edges up as well. So it is quite thick plastic we've just gone through. It's quite surprising that. I didn't think it was that thick. So with the skinny stick, just deburr the back edge. Like so. Again, absolutely nothing saying you must do this. This is my own choice. We're through, we're through, we're through. Lovely, right. Job done. Okay, so, I'm going to go away, stand up, have a stretch, put these off to one side, come back. I'm going to come back tomorrow, to be honest. I've been sat here for quite a while now and my knees are screaming at me. Excuse me. So I'm going to sand those off camera just to clean the edges up a little bit. Nothing too big, otherwise we'll end up with massive great big gaps like that, which we don't want. It's just just take that back edge off a little bit. That's fine. And I'll come back tomorrow and a million tracks, yes. So if you have Dremel type tool or similar, we'll need those because I'm just going to scuff the pads up a little bit, just because when we paint them, stop it being a boring block. But we'll talk about that in the next bit. See you after the cut. Oh yes, Dremel type tools coming out. And again, this is something I'm choosing to do. This is something you do not have to do. Don't worry, you can do this by other means. Just for the sake of speed, I'm doing this now. We're going to take all these little track pads, all 42 million of them. Now I'm going to show you very quickly on a couple of them what we're about to do. So in my mind, this thing's driving up and down the streets of Berlin. You know, streets do have potholes and little dimples and stuff like that. These are rubber track pads for, I'm assuming they're rubber track pads for road use. I'm just going to put a couple of little nicks in them. Now it's going to get really noisy, like that. So you're going to hear some pretty music. God, I forgot how noisy that was. And of course, do use sensible ear protection, not like I've just done it without any. That probably might do, to be honest. Hopefully now you can see. Just adds a little bit of detail, so it's not a flat boring pad. Now hopefully that might do us. So it's just coming up and round the, what's it called, the idler and drive wheels. Hopefully. So if I just find one of those gazillion, come how you. And of course, do be careful. That is a power tool whipping around at a couple of thousand revs per minute. You get your finger in the way of that, it will do you some damage. So as you get a few of these coming round, there's all the wheels. Here's the wheels. So we go at the back end of the tank. The wheels will come, the track's even, I think will come that way up. Probably wrong, you're probably yelling at your TV. That's the wrong way around, Tony. Don't worry, we'll sort it out eventually. Obviously they come around. So now just on the faces that we'll get to see. Right, so we're going to have a little bit more detail. It'll make more sense when I start building them. So don't worry just for now. Now then, because we have done all that nasty sandy stuff, not sandy stuff at all, gougy stuff, you've got all kinds of little bits knocking about. So I'm just going to give them a quick rub with my finger, just knock most of it off. You could use an old toothbrush, I have done in the past. Quick blow, and I'm literally now just going to stabilise it all. Now, what this will do is it will soften the plastic a little bit. See you in a bit. just soften the plastic a little bit and just take off the roughness. So I'll just stabilise everything nicely. And again, there's absolutely nothing anywhere whatsoever telling you to do this to your kit. This is personal choice. Just so I can lift the realism a little bit. And this is something I would do with, I don't know, a Farmo. I did this to my Farmo. I'll take that off here in a minute and show you. That's another one. Started that a couple of years ago before I started doing the YouTube thing, and it's been sat in a box ever since. 3/4 done. Same as my Tiger. Shocking stuff. Right, so I'll let all that dry off. I'm going to dig my Farmo out. I'm back in a second. There we go. There we go. Started 2 years ago. I forgot my chair stuck on there. Get off. Started 2 years ago. Yeah, it's 3/4 done. Not finished or anything like that. Just take that bed off. Just zoom you in on those tracks there. Get some lighting sorted out. That would be lovely. So you can see there the rubber track pads. Just helps you with a little bit of dry brushing. And some washes and stuff like that. Just adds dimension rather than it being a flat block like that one is. All horrible and boring. You've now got detail. It's all very nice. It's all very lovely. Lovely, lovely. Right, come back out, out. There we go. So I'll just pop that back off to the side and then we'll get on with these tracks. Yeah, if you get a chance, have a look around for the Farmo. They should still be available. One of the best engineered kits I've ever done. One of my favourite kits, that. And these tracks actually move. Each track was, I think, it's either a 3 or 4 part construction for each track, and you glue it all together. Oh, it's brilliant. I love building that one. So just playing with these pads now, not the pads, the links. Don't know if you can make that out. Stop wiggling, making me feel poorly. Right in the centre there of where the track pads will go, they've actually numbered them because you're supposed to make 97 for each side. Have I really got us? Yeah, mess about. I nearly said naughty word then. Have I really got to mess about trying to count all these out by those little numbers? Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so. So what we have to do is look around them and see if there's any kind of, oh good, there is. There's tiny little nubs on them. So I'm going to have to go around each and every single one of these and take these tiny little nubs off. It's not much, but it's, yeah, enough that that'll be catching on the road wheels. Yay. Thank you, TAKOM. Yep, this is going to take a while. I'll do a little bit of time lapse, a little bit, and then I'm going to go insane or something. So I'm going to do that off camera. But rather than naff about with a knife, try to trim everything down, I'm just going to very gently, I hope. You're going to make me use my knife, aren't you? No, get away with the file. Play the pretty music, Tony. denubbing track links. Oh my god. Now, I have a confession. I've not used all of them, because there's a big gap in the section up here, because you're not going to get to see it. So I've got some stuff that I can play around with now. But yeah, as you can see from that time lapse, I spared you the agony of watching me denub all those tiny little bits. Just there, you can just about make out the white mark there where the nub is. There's another one just on the peg. What is that part called? Help me out. What's that part? Is it a guide? Let me know in the comments. That would be lovely. But yeah, if you have a careful look at it, some of these are quite sticky uppy. Focus on me, love, not the grid. Focus on me. Thank you. Some of them can be quite sticky uppy, so be prepared that you may have to do that. Now, if like me you have issues with your knees being a bit dodgy and stuff like that, or you have mobility issues, or if you can't sit still for a long period of time because whatever reason, trust me, break that into manageable chunks. If it's 10 minutes that helps you out, do it in 10 minute spurts. Trust me, it is an absolute pain in the ass. It really is. Yep, I've left that one in. But yeah, I didn't use all the track links just for ease of getting it all together at the end, which you'll get to see eventually, hopefully. So when we come back in episode 10, you'll get to see me gluing a load of these together, which, trust me, is as boring as it sounds, but it's good fun. It is good fun. Try to get it around the wheels quickly before the roller glue dries. It's quite a challenge. It's good fun. It is good fun. Anywho, join us next time. As I say, you'll get to see me lark about with more time lapse and pretty music, and probably annoy somebody else with the music. So I always annoy people with the music, no matter what I choose. It's brilliant. Bob along, see my mates at emodels.co.uk, spend some money with them, especially on the Carmen Sea Sprite, because we're going to do that one. We're going to do that one next. He doesn't know yet. I've not told him yet. I better tell him that now. Gaff mate, I'm doing the Carmen Sea Sprite next, love. Yes. Spend some money with the guys and the gals. Cracking bunch of people. If you haven't got it, you don't need it, or they're out of stock, send them an email, they'll probably be able to sort you out. Bob along to the YouTube's channel. On a Monday night you'll get to see Tad and Fox, and I do try and get there, but I never do, on the live stream. Get involved. I'm watching some of the highlights and stuff. Oh my word, slap it on. Yeah, I'll see you next time. Cheerio.